So is this nervousness me fearing that the guy I like won't like me back? Or is it this gut response saying that, oh, there's something not right here? Or possibly is this anxiousness that I feel around going to a new job? Is it around just being uncertain and unknowing of what to expect? Or is it as well some gut response saying this is not your right path? So what is the difference between having those fears come up or the anxieties or worries versus when your gut is actually saying this is not the right path or there's something just not quite right in going this direction? And today, that's exactly what we're going to explore. We're going to feel into your own body and sense into what are the different signals that your body is sending you when it's just fears, when it's just concerns coming up, and when it is actually your gut sending you signals so you can feel into the difference and then be able to know when you're going forward on your path what is coming up for you. So thank you for joining me. I'm AmyC with You Finding You. I'm an intuitive and transformational coach. And currently, if you check in the dialog box below, there's a freebie that you can grab up around these body signals, around this body awareness, giving you tips and tricks and ways to really start connecting and listening within. As well, check out the Body Wisdom Way. The links are in the dialog box below. And that too, we go into different ways that you can start connecting within, really finding your purpose, really finding your joy, really finding what lights you up, where you're not looking for it outside of you anymore and you're finding it all within you. So again, do check both of those out. That's in the dialog box below. So what is the difference between having that gut response come up in you and having fears and anxieties? For myself, I've been starting up my own business and I've switched completely from doing visual effects work where I just sat behind a computer and created what clients wanted to now actually being the one in charge of my own business. And along the way, I've had many fears come up. But also, as those fears come up, I also questioned all the time, like, is this fear or is this my gut saying this isn't right? And just like the questions I asked at the beginning of, is this a signal that maybe this guy, there's something off in, like, I'm attracted or I like him, but maybe it's not right for me. So how do you know the difference between, oh, these are my own little fears, concerns, things, uncertainties, unfamiliarities that I'm going into, to when it's actually your gut saying, this is not right, like, don't go this way. And so let's go ahead and do a little practice where you can just feel it in your body, the difference between how fear is going to feel in your body to that gut response coming up in you. So if you want to go ahead and do this as well, go ahead and get yourself comfortable, get seated, or you can do it standing, lying down, whatever feels good for you. And we'll go ahead, take a nice deep breath, as I'm already doing here. and we're going to come from our thoughts down into our bodies. So we're becoming aware of our body. So continue to take these breaths, and with each breath, just notice how it shifts your body. Like your chest is getting bigger and then more constricted with each inhale and exhale. And then let yourself feel like you're dropping into the seat or the surface beneath you, like you're letting yourself just relax into this moment. And then notice your body. And the way you can do that is feeling the texture of your clothes or feeling that against your skin. And with each breath, again, continuing to notice how it's shifting your body. And then we're going to go into the fear feeling or the anxieties or worries. And you can either do this through thinking of a time or a thing that you're concerned about, you're worried about. With fears, it's going to be this consistent thing that's staying there, where our gut response is going to hit more in an instant. So just notice something that's been ongoing, it keeps coming up, and you can feel into that, sense into it. And you can also take a minute and think about this, where I have a few different examples. You can choose one that feels right and you can really feel into it. So, like the first example is, does this guy I like me back? And what if I mess up? Like, feel into the idea of you messing up in front of someone you really like. Or you're nervous before going to an interview or going to connect at some presentation that you're going to do in front of all these people. And you're like, what if I F it up? Like, really, really just mess things up. Like, really feeling into the idea of you're messing up, you're doing something wrong. Just notice how that feels in yourself. And the same with giving a presentation. Say you're going up in front of a whole crowd of people. Like, notice right now, how does that feel being in front of all these people, strangers that you don't even know, and you have to give a presentation? What if you stumble over your words, you look stupid? Each of these examples is this fear around messing up or looking stupid, doing something wrong, people won't like you. Like, thinking about that for a minute of how does that feel in your body of you're really messing up and you're not liked with these people. You're doing wrong. Like, people start criticizing you or judging you. Like, these are all fears and anxieties we all have. So feeling that and sensing it. Like, overall, I feel in my chest just this like tightening, and you can even see my face is like, ugh, that kind of feeling like this is not feeling good. I have shortness of breath. So this is a feeling of being in that anxiety, in that fear. And taking a breath and go ahead and shake it off. And then go ahead and open up your body. We're just letting that shift, because I had felt my body getting a little bit smaller there. And I'm taking a nice deep breath. And then we're going to go into that gut reaction, that gut response around something. So this is when you're in certain situations and you have to make a decision, or you're, with someone and something doesn't feel quite right, or you're in an interview and, like you're really feeling like everything sounds great about the place, but then you get this gut kind of feeling of this doesn't feel right. So sensing into this doesn't feel right. And I'll go ahead and give a couple of examples here as well so that you can feel into those sensations and see how it comes up differently than what we just had with the fear response. So with this one, you're out on a date, you're out with people, you're hanging out with them, and something doesn't feel right. Something feels off about them. Like, you're just talking to them and you're enjoying the conversation, but you're starting to get this stomach kind of tightening, and you're like, what's going on? Like, you're enjoying, or everything on paper seems right with them, but there's something not quite right. Or you get this amazing job offer, and as you really start to think about saying yes to it, you also get this feeling of no. Like, everything seems perfect about this job, but there's a no that is coming up in you. So your gut is twisting and turning like, I don't actually want to take this job. And then the last one is you're invited to a gathering, but when you think about actually going to it, you're like, this actually doesn't sound like fun at all. This really sounds like a horrible evening that I don't want to participate in. And in that too, again, noticing the gut churning kind of feeling, like, how does that feel in your body? So for me, definitely what I'm noticing the difference of is the fears were up here in my chest, where that gut feeling, it's actually really tight in my gut of like, and it's a twisting and a turning kind of feeling in my gut. And I can still breathe up here. I still feel okay up here, where the fears and concerns were really constricting, where I had a harder time breathing. So take another breath here. And we all have and feel these things differently in your body. So this was just me sharing how it felt for me. And you might feel it in different ways, in different places in your body. So you can keep playing with this and see how these two different things come up for you, the fears, the anxieties, the concerns versus that gut feeling of saying this is wrong, no, or this is not the right path for you. So taking another breath, feeling into yourself now, and just coming back to this space and this place. So anxiety asks for comfort where your gut response is actually guiding you to your truth. And when you can actually start teasing out the difference between these, you actually know then for yourself, and you don't have to second guess. Like I was second guessing with starting up and going with my business. When I would get into a place of fear, I would always kind of question of like, oh, should I keep going with this? Whereas it was just a fear that I can acknowledge and see that I don't know what to expect. I don't know what I'm, doing in certain ways, and I have to just learn these steps. Versus the guidance within us, which is actually saying, yeah, don't go this way. This isn't right for us. So you can start teasing out the difference as you really become aware of how your body is signaling this to us. And if you're enjoying and getting connected to your body, do come over and check out the Body Wisdom Way. I look forward to seeing you there. And again, the links are in the dialog box below. And thank you guys for joining me today. Again, if you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.